What's up, market makers militia? It's Brendan, the Crypto Buddha. Guys, Killbox Pump. Let's go over this. Real quick special announcement. I'll be doing a single video covering 3 altcoins and pumping that out after this, and I'll be doing that daily for you, okay? It'll be short, concise, hitting all the major points. Are you making patterns? Where's your support? Where's your resistance? And what's your forecast, okay? And that way I'll timestamp it. You can skip if you just want to see one particular coin. You can skip right to it. I know everybody's time's precious. A viewer suggested that, and I think it's a fantastic idea because I personally, when I cross-check some of my TA, I hate sitting there watching 5 different videos if I want to watch 5 different coins, right? So, guys, also, the Road to 25K series, because I read all the comments, as you guys know, and I interact with as many people as possible. The Road to 25K series for market makers is not about wishing that Bitcoin goes to 25K. It's not about hoping it does that, okay? We all want Bitcoin to be successful. What the Road to 25K series is, it's about market structure. And the market that you're trading in is in a bear market. You're at the top of the bear market in the kill box. So the probability is much more likely you go to 25K, which is a good thing if it does. What everybody hates is what it's doing now, which is indecision, right? Getting up and then falling back down. This is a good pump. This is good growth that we have right now, but we're still in our kill box because we're at the top of the bear market. We want Bitcoin to either pump out of this, get above that 48K level that we have up here, make organic growth and explode. Okay, so we can all buy coins and make money, or we want to get the hell out of this zone, fall back down, actually hit a bottom where people who were in crypto that left because of that rolling market in May and June, nobody wants to buy something, have it go up 10% one day and then 20% 5 days later it crashed, okay? Nobody wants that. If we can get all the money to return back to crypto, we can really pump this thing up. But you trade in the existing structure as it is. That's why you have to look at this data without so much emotion and bias. So that's for you, dude. The guy that posts within 3 seconds of me posting every video, where's the 25K? Nobody's rooting for the 25K. I'm talking about the existing market structure, my friend. And if you think it's just going to drop in a straight line, that's not happening. That's not happening. Price moves in waves, guys. So the first thing I do, guys, I come into a chart. I look at it clean. I don't put indicators on here. I have these 2 moving averages at 200, 233 because they're crucial and you want to be above them, right? And we are. So again, this is why we're not trading in this zone here at Market Makers. You made a double top, you sold off, right? Now you had a pump. You got a pump. But what happens after pumps in low volume areas, guys? You make a top. And now you got your piece there in the middle. The McDonald's M is forming. And if you come back up, you're going to come back down, and then you're going to make a double top. And then if you break that neckline, you're giving back most of this pump, okay? And this could also turn into a head and shoulders, as you guys know. You see this wick here, you had a lot of resistance. That's what we use the indicators for, confluence of indicators. We want to see what are we hitting there that's causing so much problem, right? So let's throw on some things. I trade VTV, guys. Volatility, trend, volume. We know the volume, so we can skip that. Let's look at some volatility indicators. So my Caterpillar indicators is a reverse engineered RSI. Gives you a 70-30 buy signal, buy sell signal as your median line, okay? And this thing is fantastic. I call it the Caterpillar. What it does is it expands and contracts with volatility. You can see here, tight contraction, boom, explosion of price, right? Explosion of price and it expands. So you're in good volatility here, and you can double check this with your ATR. The ATR is elevated. Look at that baseline down here. The ATR is elevated, so you're in good volatility, and I have a trend checker down here as well. You're in good green trend. Here's your signal line. You're up here, solid green trend. You want the bars above the signal line as much as possible. This is all good. This is all good for price movement, but the problem is you're printing that double top, right? So let's look at some other indicators. Let's look at some support levels. Throw on my square 9, throw on my Ichi. We are in a 1 hour time frame, guys, if I didn't tell you that. So Gann Square 9, I like the Gann products. I know a lot of people like Fibs. I'm a Gann guy, okay? So again, you can see the double top printing as we speak. You're between 45.2, 46.3. This is your Ichi moving averages visualized as a cloud. I love this indicator. And I've been cloud trading for 20 years, but not with this modified Ichi. This is really cool. And then here's your support cloud underneath you, right? So you have good support. You're above the moving averages, but you don't have the volume. That's the problem. All of trading is volume. It's buying and selling. And in this level, in this kill box, there's limited buying, okay? And there's limited selling. But natural price is to go down in low volume areas. It tends to be the natural action. So that's what's happening, right? So again, watch for that double top. One other indicator I want to look at. Let's get rid of the Ichi. Let's get rid of square 9. Polynomial regression band. So what this does, this shows price indication. Let me zoom out here so you can actually see this. This is a very complex indicator, guys. A lot of people's computers can't run this indicator. It takes a lot of resources on your computer. There's a huge white paper for it, but some troubleshooting guides. I'm able to run it without a problem. But so this gives you a median line. This is a regression band, right? And price wants to travel. This is a predictive tool. Doesn't mean it's 100% accurate, but price wants to travel along the median line, okay? Very complex calculations. I'm not kidding you. It's probably 3 pages long, the write-up on this thing, okay? So price wants to travel along the median line and you pumped above it. So where's your median line price? It's at 38,238. You are trading at 45. Confluence of indicators. You start to look at things like forecasting tools, support resistance levels, right? Volatility and trend. Again, bear market, volatility is high, which means price can move up or down. High volatility does not just mean price can move up, it can move down, and you're printing a double top. If you fall back down, that's a good target area. If you start rolling down and losing support, you're going to be trading back along that median line of 38,238, okay? Let's turn that off. One other thing I like to look at is my LMF. This is similar to a guppy, much more complex calculations. I like things that are very complex. So green is obviously buying. This gives you a visual aid of trend as well with some very complex calculations based on volatility as well, okay? So you can see a lot of buying, but none of the indicators matter when you lose volume and you print bearish shapes. And there's your second mid piece being printed right now, right? So you got to watch that, guys. Just watch that. We have a forecast prediction of 38K. We have a double top forming. So keep these things in mind, okay? This is why we're in the kill box. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Oh, this is 1 hour. Let me move this out to 4 hour. See if anything's different here. In the 4-hour time frame, your prediction is even lower. Your prediction's at 34,720. And again, that's based off of a median timeline, okay? And again, why would that be different, you might ask? It's different because it takes 4 1-hour candles to make one 4-hour candle. So you see price wants to travel along the median line, right? And these are your outer bands, your extremes, and this is your volatility and the ability for price to move up and down. And right now, again, you're still making that bearish pattern, so that's really interesting. 34K. So the forecast indicator is saying the price is going down. It's going to return to the median line. And you have 38 and 34, depending on the trend, depending on the time frame you're looking at. Here's your big problem, guys. This is on the daily. You're still getting speared in the side by the 200. This rejected you twice already, 2 days in a row. You're already losing some. You're giving up more candle here. This is your wick, your shadow. So this is starting to retrace some, right? And again, your bigger problem is right now you have a double top. And if you start printing those candles, you're making a head and shoulders. Either way, they're both bearish. And if you break down here at your neckline, you're going to drop, okay? And it's interesting because that 34K price prediction, where would that put you at on the daily, just to get a visualization of this? Let's see, 30, let's just say 34, doesn't matter, 34.5. We'll put you down here, right at my arrow. So just watch that, guys. And one of the interesting things you can do, if this ends up breaking as like a double top or as a head and shoulders, well, right now is a double top, right? You can go up here. You don't know where it's going to break because it matters where it would break at, but it gives you some type of pattern completion, right? Because you don't even have a shoulder yet, but just throwing that out there, lining it up. It's very, very feasible, guys. This would bring you back to the low 30s if the polynomial regression trend prediction forecast is accurate. and you want to trade at the median line, you're between 38 and 34, you're printing bearish patterns. Something to look out for. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, doesn't mean market makers wants it to happen. Keep that in mind. Guys, watch the alt video, pumping that out. Check out our Discord. Over about 500 people or more now are there. We have a free side, we interact with you there, and we have a pay side with a whole lot of benefits. If you want to learn more, come visit us. We'll talk to you about it. Guys, talk soon. Have a great Monday.